The year is 2049. Humanity has built incredible space stations and colonized the moon. In the heart of the biggest space city on the moon, where sleek rockets flew and helpful robots cleaned the streets, lived a sharp-eyed black and white cat named Neko. As the engine revved, they shot through the roof of the space station and into the black abyss of space. She meowed urgently and darted toward a shadowy crater, weaving between jagged rocks. Startled, the robot flailed wildly, but Neko held on tight. She purred loudly, then trotted off to inspect the satellite damage. Neko looked up and saw a narrow tunnel above. Without hesitation, she scrambled up the tunnel wall and squeezed through, Tom right behind her. On the other side, she spotted a lever and with a mighty heave, yanked it with her claws. Rumble, the exit door slid open and Tom scrambled out, Neko flying behind him. The base sealed shut with a final shudder, just as a shower of rocks rained down from the ceiling. With Tom following close behind, they hurried inside the crater and found the satellite core still intact. Tom sat in the cockpit, watching the blue marble rise in the distance. Beside him, Mako curled up on the console, purring softly. "You know," Tom said quietly, "you're not just my partner, Neko. You're the hero of this mission." Neko blinked slowly, then snuggled closer as stars whizzed by outside the window. And so, thanks to one brave man and one brilliant little cat, Earth was safe once again. Quickly, Tom went to work, splicing wires and replacing damaged circuits. Neko kept watch, tail swishing back and forth until suddenly an alarm blared, startling her. The moon base was collapsing. Rocks rumbled overhead as the ceiling split and crumbled. "We have to go," Tom shouted, grabbing Neko and racing for the exit. Carefully, she crawled forward, dodging whirring blades and snapping tools until she reached a loose wire dangling near the robot's face. With a final bite, she chewed through the connection, severing it from the robot's control panel. Z, the robot sputtered, then its light flickered and died, slumping to the ground with a clatter of metal. "She's found the trail," Tom said, grabbing his helmet and following close behind. They landed the lunar spark nearby and raced to the crater's edge. Inside, they found the satellite, or what was left of it. It had been ripped apart and pulled underground by a rogue moon robot gone wild. The robot stood guard over the wreckage, glowing red and blocking the entrance with its metal arms. Stars twinkled past the portholes. Neko pressed her paw against the cool glass, watching the lunar surface recede until the Earth loomed large in the distance. They'd made it. But as Tom began to slow the ship, he noticed something disturbing. The satellite was missing. He and Neko exchanged worried glances. Where could it be? She lived with Tom Cruise, a top agent who was secretly working on the most important mission of his life. His orders: stop a runaway satellite from crashing into Earth. But there was a problem. The satellite was only accessible from the dark side of the moon, and time was running out. "We leave tonight," Tom told Neko as he packed his toolkit. "And I'll need your help more than ever." Neko rubbed against his leg, purring. She knew this mission was dangerous, but she wasn't afraid. After all, she was a galactic hero in training. Soon, Tom and Neko were strapped into the cockpit of the rocket ship Lunar Spark. Suddenly, Neko hopped off Tom's shoulder and sniffed the air, or rather, the space dust. Tom prepared his laser wrench, ready to blast the robot to smithereens. But Neko shook her head, leaping instead into the robot's gears. "Neko, you're amazing," Tom cheered, rushing to her and giving her a big hug. But a wall of rocks had fallen across their path, blocking the way out. Back on the rocket, Earth looked peaceful below,